Namaste viewers, welcome to Gnana Devula channel. Today we will try to understand the word yoga. Yoga, it has got several meanings, but several topics, Here we will try to understand yoga. What is the meaning of yoga in Panchāṅga, that is Hindu Panchanga. Hindu almanac or calendar or Panchanga, traditional calendar, yoga is one of the 5 elements. Pancha means 5, Anga is elements. So here yoga is one element there. This is used to determine the quality and characteristics of each day. What is the quality of the day? What is the its usefulness? Something like that. Of course, yoga means union, joining, but it refers specifically to a type of astrological combination here. This yoga is an astrological combination of sun and then moon, something like that. But before we go to the details, I request you to please like, share and then subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Now, yoga is calculated, or it is based on the combined positions of the sun and the moon in the sky. So it's calculated by taking the longitudes, the position in degrees of the sun and the moon. Longitude and latitude, all of us know, it is. So the position in degrees. It is a measure of a circular thing, it is measured in degrees. The longitudes of the sun and the moon, add them together and divide them by 13 degrees 20 minutes. So which is approximately about 800 minutes of an arc. So yoga is equal to the sun's longitude and moon's longitude, both sun and moon's, divided by 13 degrees and 20 minutes. So when you divide this, you get around 27 yogas. Just like the 27 nakshatras you have, 27 stars, the celestial starry positions, you have got 27 yogas. So each yoga covers a duration of 13 degrees 20 minutes of the combined solar lunar motion. It's a combined solar lunar motion with reference to some point, and then how they move, that it is determined. So the yoga that falls, of course there are 27 names for that. That yoga that falls during that sunrise time, the rise of the sun, is what is recorded for the day in the Panchāṅga. The sunrise, whatever yoga is there, that is recorded as the yoga for that day. Now, say there is a question as to whether it's a part of the time or a type of a day or what it is. Yoga is not a time period like Titya Nakshatra. So it's some kind of a mathematical result which is used to mark a day. It's to mark a day, the beginning of the day, This is a result of that mathematical calculations. So each day is associated with one yoga based on this planetary positions. On the positions. There are 27 yogas. The names are Vishkamba, Preeti, Ayushman, Saubhagya, Shobhana. Like this it goes on, and Vaidriti. So many things, about 27 of them. Each yoga, it has its own influence and effects on the humans or the place and everything. It is just like the nakshatras and tithis which have some influence, no? Like that. Some are considered auspicious, while other yogas are considered not so auspicious and inauspicious. Some are neutral also, there are. Now, the relevance of the scientific and the astronomical relevance will be, might be, the sun and the moon together, they influence gravitational pulls, tidal forces, and even human psychology as per. It's not only traditional belief, even the modern system also, modern scientific system also says moon acts on the mind, like the sun acts on this, what do you call this, drishti. So, and we all know that during new moon day or full moon days, the tidal waves are quite different. All these things, because of the gravitational pulls and things like that. So they have some effect. They have, to what extent is debatable, but they definitely have some effect. Now, the angle between the sun and the moon at a particular reference point changes every day. And this yoga is a way of categorizing the shift. This thing is categorized depending upon the shift, whether it is good, bad, something, There are different names for that. Here, the modern science may not believe or use yoga as a term, but the underlying calculation, whatever that is there, it is purely astronomical calculation. It's astronomical calculation. Now, what is this role of yoga in the Panchanga? The role is quite important, the muhurta selection, auspicious timings. For example, weddings, naming ceremonies, new things, whichever, when we want to do all those things, are often chosen based on favorable yogas. Some favorable, some unfavorable. It is dependent upon that. Now, daily predictions also. Some yogas brings positivity, while others are avoided for important tasks. Some are good. Very simple thing, if I have to do, we have to see. On an Amavasya day in the night, people never used to go out much for traveling and other things. They used to avoid. Simply because on an Amavasya day it was totally dark, and then those days these kinds of high luminous lights, illuminating lights and things were not there. So it was quite risky to walk in the dense forest. Even the roads were also not properly laid. So it was difficult to travel. So therefore those things were avoided. So these are all the logics that we can just pull out from some things. Now, and on certain other days it was quite convenient. Therefore they used to move like that, something like that. Now, Panchāṅga Shravanam, that was one of the major things, that used to happen. They used to read the day's Panchāṅga, includes the Tithi, Nakshatra, Yoga, Karana, Vara, all those things. So it was a calendar. Now the calendars are read based on only the date, that's all. Only the date is read, and then you can't make out anything from those dates. But those days, the Panchāṅga reading means it was a very elaborate process wherein they used to read out the entire thing. Vara, Nakshatra, Yoga, Karana, then Samvatsara, Samvatsara, Dakshina, Ayana, all those things they used to read out, and then they used to memorize and then say, so that it was a matter of fact, keeping up of the day or keeping up with the time things, it was being kept up. So that was Panchāṅga Shravana. It is not just some cock and bull story or something. It was all more scientific and more appropriate, more logical also. So why this matters, this yoga helps people live in harmony with cosmic rhythms. It sets you, so it gives you some kind of an indication that you have to live with some kind of cosmic rhythms. They guide when to act, when to wait, and when to be cautious. what is the time period where you can just go into action, or wait for certain period till you get a favorable time, and then suppose if you are definitely have to do it, what are the precautions that you should take? That is how it matters. It's a beautiful blend of astronomy, astrology. This is unique to this Indian timekeeping. It's not there anywhere else in the world. You don't find this kind of an astronomy or this kind of an astrological this thing. So astronomy combined with astrology is Panchāṅga. That is the Indian system, Indian timekeeping system. Viewers, with this we conclude this episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Please post your comments in the comment box. Thank you, viewers, for your valuable time in listening to this. Please post your comments after going through the video without skipping. Thank you.